Yo, 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 what up? This is your boy O with another movie review. This movie right here is a little bit different. This movie came out of Netflix not that long ago on the 25th. This is the one with homeboy Adam Sandler. So I grew up, watching Adam Sandler. I like probably all of his movies, starting, Little Nicky, Big Daddy, Longest Yard, bulletproof. Man, he did so many, man. 51st Day, Wedding Singer. You know what I'm saying? That was one that he did. The one where he was animated. The Christmas movie. You know what I'm saying, man? He did so many movies, man. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of that. Billy Madison. Uh, Man, he did so many movies. But the one I connected with, the one I liked the most was Happy Gilmore. Happy Gilmore was different. Happy Gilmore. Not a lot of golfing movies. They did the football, they did the basketball, they did all type of swimming. You know what I'm saying? They did all type of movie. But like I said, Happy Gilmore, man, was different and hit different. Like I said, so this one is a review on Happy Gilmore 2. Like I said, man, Adam Sandler, man, he did a lot of movies. Grown Ups, man, he did a lot of movies. You know what I'm saying? With this one right here, I'm gonna tell you what I felt. I'm gonna tell you the honest truth. Like I said, this one came out on the 25th. You know what I'm saying, on Netflix. You can watch it on Netflix. You know what I'm saying. Uh, they still got Happy Gilmore, the first one on there. You know what I'm saying. It comes out at the end of this month. They're gonna take it off, but I mean, this one right here, man, I'm gonna tell you, man, it was all right. It wasn't the best Adam Sandler movie. It wasn't the worst Adam Sandler movie. You know what I'm saying? This doesn't even measure up to I'm not gonna say uh you know what I'm saying, Waterboy. You know what I'm saying? But I always had it as Waterboy. Wedding Singer. 51st Date. You know what I'm saying? Billy Madison, stuff like that. Big Daddy, the one where he's rich. Man, I forgot the name of that damn movie right now. But a good fellow, you know, good deeds, good fellow deeds. I forgot the name of that movie, but he done so many. This one right here, it take right after Happy Gilmore. You know what I'm saying? He lost his grandmother. He lost grandma's house. He lost, his wife, because he kills her. You know what I'm saying? He played golf for a minute. He won like 5 or 6, champion. He deep in it. You know what I mean? But he lost a little bit of himself. Playing golf, was the only thing that, he found that he was good at. You know what I'm saying? But he killed his wife. You know what I'm saying? So this one right here, he got 5 kids. 4 boys, 1 girl. Well, the girl want to go dance ballet. The girl want to do something like that. So he's trying to, come up with the money. You know what I'm saying, to do it. He's dealing with his depression. He's dealing with alcoholism. This movie shows, all the stuff. And he's dealing with death. He's dealing with loneliness. He's dealing with, you know what I'm saying, not being that good father. That he thinks he's not. So he again he signs back up for golf. He meets a lot of people on that, golf. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people dead. Chubbs dead. Like I said, grandma dead, his wife dead. That tall dude, Mr. Lawson, that tall dude, the one that got the nail stuck in his head. He died. But his son comes out. The one guy that calls him jackass. When he's swinging the club and throws him off his game. The one that hits him with the little Volkswagen, he died, but his son there. So a lot of people are like taking place of the people that he lost. You know what I'm saying? It's man, the movie, like I said, the movie funny. The movie funny. You know, I got the jokes, a lot of cameo. You know, people that came in there. Eminem is in there. He's the one, the new jackass dude, the one that want to fight him. You know what I'm saying? Well, there's this company that's coming out. It's called Maxi. Maxi is like a new level of golf, a new level of the game. You know what I'm saying? So you see in this movie right here, you know what I'm saying, homeboy, you know, Happy Gilmore, man, he gotta step up his game. You know what I'm saying? This new game is 7 holes. It's mostly like trick shots. Like they have like they have one thing was like 500 yards. You know, and it's straight up like woods. So you gotta hit it over the woods. They got one that's like 1,000 yards. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing but straight ahead. They got this one thing where they got to shoot it to like snow, you know, dealing with snow. They got another one where you got to shoot it, you know, through like fire. You know, since you got to go out there with a one of them flame things, you know, take away the flame, the fire extinguisher. You know, you got to do all these things. So he got to bring up 5 people from his crew. You know what I'm saying? So he got to go and get better in the game. You know what I'm saying? He actually goes to Chubb's son. You know what I'm saying? He still got the little wooden hand. You know what I'm saying? He breaks it. So a lot of the old jokes, they got the one joke, you know, where every company that he worked or his son works, you know, they act like they got, you know what I'm saying, you know, big dick. You know what I'm saying? So they over there, you know, doing the thing. Man, it's a lot of jokes. It's a lot of fun. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's not the best movie in the world. It's not the worst movie in the world. So basically, the thing is, Shooter, that's one of the original that come back. You know, Shooter McGavin. You know, he comes back. You know what I'm saying? And you know, they hash it out. You know, that he's been stuck in like in a mental place, you know what I'm saying? Because he's been going crazy, he's been mad, you know, because you know he lost the gold jacket, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So Happy Gilmore, you know, won the gold jacket from him or stole it from him or whatever like that. So he blamed everything on Happy Gilmore, you know what I'm saying? But he sees, you know, that he lost his wife. You know, Bob Barker's dead. You know what I'm saying? So they got in a place where they're fighting. They're fighting with them. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of reenact a little bit when he fought Bob Barker. You know what I'm saying? So you see like his you know, when he hit him, you know, and he rolls down, boom, you see his hand come up and grab him by the throat, and he punch in and move in and stuff like that. So yeah, man, it's a lot of fun. You know, you know, I think this one is a little bit lower than Happy Gilmore because they kind of redo the same jokes a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So for me, Happy Gilmore was like an 8.5. Happy Gilmore like an 8.5. You know, this one right here is right underneath Happy Gilmore. Man, I gotta give this one a 7, going in a 7.5 because of nostalgia. Because of, you know, like I said, it's like an old comedy. You know what I'm saying? It feels like one of the comedy back in the day. You know, they don't pull no punches. You know what I'm saying? They say the bad word, they do the things. He act like he's supposed to act. You know, Adam Sandler act like he's supposed to act. You know, and then he's doing a thing. You know, with his crew. Always bringing back his crew. You know what I'm saying? They always. So yeah, man, this movie, like I said, man, I'm glad it came out. It just took a little bit too long. You know what I'm saying? It took them a minute to build it. It took them a minute to get the team up. It took them a minute. And the only 2 things I didn't like about the movie, and this is just being honest, it's just being real. One thing is with his wife. But, Virginia Bennett, you know what I'm saying, for the first one, she was only in this bitch maybe 15 minutes. 15, maybe 20 minutes, you know what I'm saying? After the golf tournament, boom, he hit one of them long drive bomb, hit her in the head, boom, she did. You know what I'm saying? So he dealing with that. So if they would have been, if they would have left it longer in the movie, maybe they had an argument in the movie, maybe they had something in the movie, maybe she would have been like, oh, the daughter, she really want to go to ballet or whatever, whatever, like, step up, happy or something like that, but they killed her off too soon. That's one thing I thought about the movie that hurt it a little bit. The second thing that hurt it a little bit, it was his four sons in the movie. You know what I'm saying? Where they really don't do anything. Like they're there for him, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. But they're not, they're not really, big part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like they're there, you know what I'm saying, which is good. And I even know he brought his real daughters, the two girls that are with him. You know what I'm saying? The one girl from the Alcoholic Anonymous place, and the other chick. You know what I'm saying? They're really his daughters. Like I said, man, I like it because they brought back a lot of people. They brought back that dude Hall, the one that took care of the grandma or didn't take care of the grandma. You know what I'm saying? Look at the name tag, You in My World Now. They brought him back. Well, he's one of the therapists, the Alcohol Anonymous. They even brought the Mr. Lady. The one from the first one where, the air conditioner land on the lady, she's like, help me. They brought that lady back, you know what I'm saying? She's stuck in a hole, you know what I'm saying? She's still down there, you know what I'm saying, screaming or whatever. But yeah, they brought back the old announcer dude, you know what I'm saying? They were always funny the way they talk, they even brought like this DJ dude, you know what I'm saying, talking with them and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? So, man, like I said, they were funny, but it was all right. It was all right. It was all right to watch it. Would I watch it again? Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I watch it again, you know what I mean? But that nostalgia kind of went away a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But another thing about this movie, like I just thought about it, it has a lot of flashbacks to the first one. Well, a lot of flashback to the first one, so you see, how Virginia better than him mad, and the first kiss and all of these little things, you know what I'm saying, and they go back to the first one. Then they come back to the second, come back to this one. Then something happened, you know what I'm saying, they go back to the first one. And they go back to this one. You know what I mean? Like, everybody that came out, the movie kind of like, maybe you haven't seen it, but bam, this is what they did. You know what I'm saying? With the jackass dude, with the other dude, you know what I'm saying? So they brought them out, and then boom, they took it out. Like, okay, go back to the movie. Yeah, like I said, he got a lot of problem drinking. You know what I'm saying? So that's a funny thing about it, but the sad thing about it, he had liquor all over the place. He had liquor in a cucumber. He had liquor in a salt pepper shaker. You know, like one of them pepper grinders. Had it in a remote control. Had it in a clock. Had it in all type. Man, he had it all over the place. All over the place. The dude had it all over the place. All over the place. You know what I'm saying? Drinking, cell phone. Man, everything. And he had it on everywhere. You know what I'm saying? That was one of the funny things, but a lot of people, again, they dealing with that loneliness. They dealing with the alcohol. So he, like I said, Happy Gilmore, Adam Sandler, man, like I said, he did a good job. But like I said, it's in the middle. Like I said, I give it a 7.5 just because of nostalgia. You know what I'm saying? I give the original Happy Gilmore, I give it an 8.5 because of that nostalgia. So like for me, as I watch it again, and then I watch Happy Gilmore right after it. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like a 1-2 combo. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's just one of those. I like the way how they did the movie a little bit, where they have to face off, like I said, with the golfers, and they have like their super crew. So it's like one of the dudes, he had like an accident. You'll see the movie. You know what I'm saying? You have an accident, so they go in there and they cut some of his spinal ligaments and stuff. So it gives him enough twerk, you know, rotation to hit the ball far as hell. You know what I'm saying? So they got one where they're playing around like, oh, Happy, why you hit the ball so far? He goes, man, 'cause I got raised. I got all this pent up energy on the inside. You know what I'm saying? To, blast that ball, you know what I'm saying? All the way to hell, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, watch the movie, man. Watch it, you know what I'm saying? Watch it on Netflix. It's free, well, not really free because you're paying for Netflix, but man, just watch it, man. Go ahead, you know what I'm saying? Enjoy it, man. Laugh with it, turn your head off, you know what I'm saying? Turn your thinking off, and just watch it for what it is, man. And yeah, so man, again, bro, from the bottom of my heart, man, stay loved, stay blessed, stay positive, you know what I'm saying? I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.